I went over the rules. I want you to protect. Let's do it.
Down is gone.
Focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back.
Do your business.
Roll the rectum.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight and now you've let him back into it. I need you to go back out there.
Let's fight.
Counter that jab. let him back into the fight that round. Get out.
And fight.
Got a low left hand. Look for the right hand. Look for the right hand. Work your jab. Look for the right hand over his lazy jab. That's it. Steady on with the jab, though. Steady with the jab. Aim for the power shot.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
Fight.
Roll under it. And then come back.
That's it, you're winning the round. Nothing stupid.
Make him miss. Make him pay.
That's good work.
That's time.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing. Right, let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
Time.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through cap.
Let's go.
Oh, good shot. Good shot. Good shot. And again.
Oh, come on, what are you doing? Switch on! You've let him... What are you doing?
Time out.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Now it's a tough...
Do your business.
As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. And next to me for the broadcast, Here comes
This bout,
a lot of pre-match drama. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Straight right just misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
His stamina is off the charts. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Nice hook there. They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the...
switched off.
Let's get it started in round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. Hook misses. Got out of the way of that right hook. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nobody home with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like he... And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. That jab misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the score.
He's a knockout.
Worry about it.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That right hook won't score. Shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little. Oh, wait a minute! Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he gonna do? Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. There's the bell for round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Right hook catching air. The straight right just misses. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
And there's the bell for round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter. two were made for each other. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
You don't want to lose this fight.
There's the bell to start round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Big whiff with the right hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end, we get a split decision.
A split decision. I've enjoyed that. I actually forgot the rounds rolled by. The rounds were that close. They flew by. But what excitement. I could watch another 15 rounds of that. They probably can't do it, but we can watch it. Split decision. Good call.
Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's an necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Black winner, Charlie came for dinner. Birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja. Pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger. Authoring is August, wordplay is December. That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pitches. This is what didn't get it, hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability.
Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wild.
Here we are, getting ready. King Terrence. And this one has all of those big. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice hook. Punch, counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
And they are delivering. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Solid punch. Counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. That bell could not have...
Well,
we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The perfect counter lands. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Straight right just misses. Back and forth they go. There's a counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight.
Who's got the advantage? Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Crawford is dazed. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Started out Garcia in that last round. The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch caught him clean. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. That hook doesn't score. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Jab doesn't quite connect. Look how that straight's affecting them. Perfect counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Started out Garcia in that last round. And a round that seemed to go out there. On to the fourth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Started out Garcia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell for round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
These punches coming from every angle. The straight right just misses. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Stamina is off the charts. They threw the hook. It didn't land. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Counter shot. Started out Garcia in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. Let's start the 6th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Hold that thought! Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Big shot, and down goes Garcia. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we continue.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
They exchange punches. They both want the knockout. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Garcia. Here comes round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That one will count. So much firepower here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout. You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal. So anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team. I know send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't wanna hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must... Let's do it. Are you okay? You're out.
Another done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was dead wrong. Feel not to wait for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my end just begun. Another one last time please ya. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through.
Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. It's the roll. And up against them.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth super middleweight champion, Lerone, Sniper the Boss, Richards. Fighting out of the blue corner.
What a pleasure to be in this unique... We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? There's a counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good defense there to stop that hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Respect for each other's punching power. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Richards in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That counter punch caught him clean. Couldn't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Richards in trouble here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And Richards just got buzzed. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Richards in that last round. What a huge momentum swing. Time for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just misses right uppercut. Nope, that hook won't score. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That one lands. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out of here.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths. And back. Okay, now you've led him back into the fight that round. I need you to get... Let's do it. This fight! Get your mind back on the job. Back. What you doing? Come on, get your head fixed up. Come on, be smart. Listen, you switched off. What you doing? I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your minds on the job, get back out there and win the round.
Let's do it.
Roll that left up. Start countering.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Give me your gloves.
What you doing? Come on, the fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, now you've let him back into it.
Let's go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay? One.